God says, "This is my final warning. If you skip this now, you will regret it for the rest of your life." My child, stop for a moment and listen carefully, because this is not something small or ordinary. I am speaking to you now because something important stands at the edge of your life, and if you ignore what I am showing you today, the silence that follows will not be because I stopped caring, but because you chose to turn away. This warning is not meant to frighten you, but to protect you from a path that leads to pain you were never meant to carry. If you believe that I am guiding your steps right now, write Amen in the comments as a sign that your heart is open to hear me. You have felt a quiet stirring inside your spirit lately, a gentle pressure that tells you something is shifting around you. That feeling did not come from nowhere, and it is not your imagination playing tricks on your mind. I placed that awareness inside you so you would slow down and recognize the moment that is unfolding before your eyes. If you move past it without listening, you will miss the door I am placing directly in your path. Many times in your life you asked me for direction, and many times you wondered if I was hearing your prayers in the silent hours of your struggle. I heard every word, every whisper, every tired breath that escaped your heart when no one else was around to see your pain. What you are hearing now is not coincidence, but the response to those prayers that rose from your deepest moments. Before continuing, take a moment to like the video, so more people who feel lost can also receive encouragement and find the path that leads them back to hope. You must understand that when I say this is a warning, it is not spoken with anger or rejection. It is spoken with the love of a father who sees danger before his child can recognize it. I see the road ahead more clearly than you ever could, and I know exactly where each decision will lead if it is made without wisdom. My warning is the hand reaching toward you before you step into a storm that was never meant to become part of your story. Right now, there are voices around you pulling your attention in many directions. Some are distractions that seem harmless, while others carry subtle lies that slowly weaken your confidence and your faith. If you continue to listen to those voices without pausing to hear mine, confusion will grow where clarity once lived. I am calling you back to the quiet place where truth becomes stronger than fear. There is a reason you came across these words today, and that reason is not random chance. I arranged this moment so that you would pause long enough to recognize the direction your life is beginning to move. Too many people rush through their days without noticing when I place guidance directly in front of them. You are not meant to be one of those people who later look back with regret and say they missed the sign that could have changed everything. What I am telling you now carries weight because the season around you is shifting faster than you realize. Some things that once seemed stable are about to reveal their true nature, and some people you trusted will show a side you never expected. I am preparing you for that moment, so it does not break your spirit when it arrives. If you trust that I am protecting you, even when life feels uncertain, write 7 inches the comments as a declaration of that trust. You may wonder why this moment feels so urgent, compared with other times when you sensed my presence. The urgency comes from the fact that a decision stands before you that will shape the next chapter of your life. If you move forward without reflection, the consequences will follow you longer than you imagine. I am speaking now so you can step forward with wisdom instead of regret. I know the struggles you have carried quietly inside your heart. I saw the nights when you felt invisible, when you believed your efforts were unnoticed and your prayers unanswered. Yet even in those moments, I was working behind the scenes in ways you could not see. The warning I give you now is also a promise that I am still guiding your steps toward a future that holds more hope than you currently imagine. You are not alone in this moment, even if the world around you sometimes makes you feel that way. My presence surrounds you in ways your eyes cannot measure and your mind cannot fully understand. When I speak, It is always to lift you away from harm and lead you toward the life I designed for you before you even took your first breath. This warning is not the end of something good, but the protection of something greater that is waiting ahead. Many people hear my voice and dismiss it because they think there will always be another chance to listen later. That belief has caused countless hearts to walk past opportunities that were meant to transform their lives. I do not want that to become your story. That is why I am speaking clearly now and urging you to pay attention to every word. Your future is not meant to be shaped by fear, regret, or the mistakes of others who failed to guide you wisely. I am calling you into a path where your strength grows and your faith becomes deeper than anything that tries to shake it. The warning you are hearing is part of the protection I have placed around your life from the beginning. You have walked through seasons of confusion where every direction seemed uncertain. Some days you moved forward with courage, while other days you felt as if your strength had completely disappeared. I watched each of those moments and never once turned away from you. Even when you doubted whether I was still near, my protection surrounded you like a shield that could not be broken. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What you are experiencing now is the beginning of a deeper awareness that I have been preparing inside your heart. I am opening your eyes so you can recognize patterns that once remained hidden from you. Things that used to confuse you will start to make sense, and situations that once felt overwhelming will begin to reveal their true meaning. This clarity is not arriving by accident, but by design. There are people who will not understand the path you are choosing to walk. Some may question your decisions or try to persuade you to return to the familiar routines that once kept you comfortable. They may not realize that comfort can sometimes become a quiet prison that keeps a person from stepping into their true calling. I am guiding you beyond that place so your life can grow in ways you never imagined. When you begin to follow the direction I place before you, courage will become more important than approval. You may feel moments where doubt whispers in your mind, telling you that you are not ready or that the journey ahead is too difficult. Those whispers are not the truth of who you are or what you are capable of becoming. I created you with strength that is far greater than the fears that sometimes rise inside you. As you continue listening to my voice, a new kind of peace will slowly begin to settle within you. It will not always remove the challenges around you, but it will give you confidence that you are moving in the right direction. That peace will remind you that you are not walking alone, even when the road ahead looks uncertain. If you believe that my guidance is protecting your steps right now, write 5 inches the comments as a sign of your faith. There are moments in life when a single decision can redirect everything that follows. Those moments often appear quietly, disguised as ordinary choices that seem small at first glance. Yet the path chosen in those moments can shape years of joy or years of regret. I speak to you now because the decision before you carries that kind of weight. You may have noticed how certain situations have begun to feel different recently. Conversations that once seemed harmless now leave you with an uneasy feeling. Opportunities that once excited you now seem less certain when you look at them closely. Those feelings are not random emotions but signals placed within your spirit to help guide your judgment. When I warn you, it is because I want to spare you from unnecessary pain. I see outcomes that remain hidden from human sight, and I know how quickly a moment of distraction can create consequences that last much longer than expected. That is why my voice sometimes arrives with urgency. I want you to pause long enough to recognize what truly matters before the moment slips away. You are living in a time when many people chase after things that promise happiness, but ultimately leave their hearts empty. They search for fulfillment in places that cannot sustain them when life becomes difficult. I am calling you away from that endless cycle so you can build your life on something stronger. The path I show you leads toward purpose rather than temporary satisfaction. Your struggles have not been meaningless, even though some of them felt exhausting and unfair. Every challenge you faced has shaped your character and strengthened your ability to endure. I allowed certain difficulties to appear so your faith would grow deeper instead of remaining shallow. Those lessons are preparing you for the future that is slowly unfolding. The warning you are hearing is also a reminder of how valuable your life truly is. You are not here by accident, and your presence in this world carries purpose that reaches far beyond what you currently see. I have placed gifts inside you that will influence people in ways you may never fully understand. Protecting your path now ensures those gifts will not be wasted. When fear tries to convince you that it is safer to remain silent or passive, remember that courage is often the doorway to transformation. Many of the blessings waiting ahead require you to step forward even when you feel uncertain. I will not abandon you in those moments. My guidance will continue to lead you if you remain attentive to my voice. You may also begin to notice certain people drifting away from your life. This change may feel painful at first because familiarity often creates strong emotional ties. Yet some connections cannot follow you into the next chapter I am preparing for you. Their departure will create space for relationships that align more closely with your true path. Do not allow loneliness to convince you that something is wrong when those changes occur. Separation is sometimes necessary so growth can take place without interference. I am carefully arranging the environment around your life so you can move forward with clarity. What leaves now may be making room for something far greater. Your faith will become stronger each time you choose to trust my direction instead of the doubts that attempt to distract you. Trust is not built through comfort, but through moments where belief becomes stronger than uncertainty. Each time you listen and respond, your confidence in my guidance will deepen. That confidence will carry you through challenges that once seemed impossible. The future ahead of you holds opportunities that are still hidden from your sight. I am preparing circumstances that will unfold at the right time, bringing connections and possibilities you never expected. When those moments arrive, you will recognize them because the peace within you will confirm that you are exactly where you need to be. Right now, the most important step you can take is to remain attentive. Pay attention to the quiet convictions that rise within your heart. Notice when something feels aligned with truth and when something feels forced or misleading. I place that inner awareness within you as a compass to help guide your choices. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be times when others attempt to rush you into decisions that do not allow space for reflection. They may insist that quick action is necessary or that hesitation shows weakness. Do not let their urgency replace the wisdom I am offering you now. True guidance does not demand panic, but invites thoughtful attention. When you choose patience, you create space for clarity to appear. The right direction often becomes obvious when you allow yourself time to listen and observe. That patience protects you from mistakes that arise when choices are made under pressure. My warning today is helping you slow down long enough to see the path clearly. Your life carries value that cannot be measured by the standards of the world around you. Success is not defined by the approval of others, but by the faithfulness with which you follow the purpose I have placed inside you. When you remain aligned with that purpose, even the most difficult seasons will eventually reveal their hidden blessings. The road ahead will still contain challenges, because growth rarely happens in complete comfort. Yet those challenges will no longer feel meaningless because you will understand that each step is guiding you towards something greater. I will continue to walk beside you through every season that unfolds. Remember that my warning is not a sign of punishment, but a reflection of care. I am protecting a future that holds more hope than the mistakes you might make if you ignored this moment. Your willingness to listen today will shape the story you tell tomorrow. You have already survived situations that once seemed impossible to overcome. There were days when your heart felt heavy and your strength felt drained, yet somehow you continued moving forward. That perseverance did not come from your strength alone, but from the protection I placed over your life. Even when you could not see my hand guiding you, it was there, quietly directing your steps away from harm. Right now, I am asking you to become more aware of the patterns unfolding around you. Not every opportunity that appears in front of you carries the blessing it promises. Some paths look bright at first, but slowly lead people away from peace and into confusion. The warning you hear today is my way of protecting you from walking too far in the wrong direction. You may have already felt a quiet hesitation about something recently. That feeling inside you was not weakness or fear, but discernment beginning to awaken in your spirit. Discernment is the ability to recognize truth, even when it hides beneath attractive appearances. I am strengthening that ability inside you so you will not be easily misled. In the coming days, you may notice that certain situations reveal their true nature more clearly. People will speak in ways that show their intentions, and circumstances will unfold that confirm what your heart has already sensed. Do not ignore those moments of clarity when they appear. They are signs that the guidance I am giving you is working within your life. Sometimes you have asked why your journey has been more difficult than the paths of others around you. You wondered why some people seemed to move easily while you faced obstacles again and again. The truth is that your life has been shaped through those challenges so you would grow stronger than the trials meant to stop you. Your endurance has prepared you for responsibilities and blessings that require deeper character. The warning you hear now is connected to the future that is waiting for you. There are things ahead that require wisdom, strength, and faith working together. If you rush forward without listening, you could place yourself in situations that delay the purpose I have prepared for you. That is why I speak clearly now, asking you to pause and consider every step carefully. Even when the world around you feels noisy and chaotic, there is a quiet place inside your spirit where my guidance continues to speak. When you return to that place of calm attention, you will hear my direction more clearly. That is where clarity grows and confusion begins to fade away. If you trust that I am guiding your path even when life feels uncertain, write 999 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. Your life is valuable beyond what you sometimes believe about yourself. There were moments when disappointment tried to convince you that you were not important or that your dreams would never become real. Those thoughts did not come from me. I created you with intention, purpose, and the ability to bring light into places where others have lost hope. Because your life carries purpose, there will always be forces that attempt to distract you from the direction I am leading you. Distraction is one of the most common ways people slowly drift away from the path meant for them. It rarely appears as something obviously harmful, but instead arrives disguised as harmless delay or endless busyness. When your attention is scattered, it becomes easier to overlook the guidance I place in front of you. The warning you are hearing today is protecting you from that slow drift. I am reminding you that your time and your attention are valuable resources. Where you place them will shape the direction your life moves. Guard them carefully so they are not consumed by things that lead nowhere. You may also notice that your awareness of certain habits or patterns has increased recently. Actions that once felt normal may now seem uncomfortable when you reflect on them. That discomfort is not meant to shame you, but to help you grow beyond what once limited your potential. Growth often begins when a person recognizes that they are capable of something better. Do not be discouraged if the changes ahead require patience. Transformation rarely happens in a single moment, even when a warning arrives suddenly. It unfolds through small decisions, repeated consistently over time. Each step you take in the right direction strengthens the foundation of the future you are building. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There will also be moments when your faith feels tested. Circumstances may arise that tempt you to doubt the path you have chosen. In those moments, remember the clarity you are receiving right now. The truth that reaches you today will still remain true tomorrow and in the days that follow. You are not expected to walk perfectly, but you are invited to walk attentively. When mistakes happen, they do not erase my care for you. They simply become opportunities to learn and adjust your direction. My guidance remains available whenever you choose to listen again. As your understanding grows, you will begin to notice how many situations I have already redirected for your protection. Certain opportunities disappeared before you could pursue them, and certain plans failed before they could fully develop. At the time, those moments may have felt disappointing or confusing, yet many of them were quiet answers to prayers you had already spoken. I was protecting you from outcomes that would have brought unnecessary pain into your life. Sometimes protection feels like loss in the moment, but later it reveals itself as mercy. The warning you hear now is another form of that same protection working in your life. Your future contains more hope than the difficulties you have faced so far. The path ahead holds moments of joy, connection, and purpose that will remind you why perseverance was worth it. I am guiding you toward those moments step by step. The choices you make now are shaping how quickly you arrive there. You are not being asked to carry this journey alone. My presence remains with you in every season, offering strength when you feel tired and wisdom when decisions become difficult. The more you listen, the more clearly you will recognize my guidance. Over time, it will become a familiar voice that brings peace instead of confusion. Continue paying attention to the direction unfolding around you. Notice how small insights begin to connect with one another, forming a clearer picture of the path ahead. That clarity is part of the promise I am giving you today. It will guide you through situations that once felt impossible to understand. Your life is not defined by the mistakes of your past or the doubts of others. It is defined by the purpose I placed within you and the courage you show when you follow that purpose. The warning you hear today is protecting that purpose so it can continue to grow. There are moments in life when people wish they could return to the past and choose differently. They remember the signs that were given and the quiet voice that urged them to pause, yet they continued forward without listening. I do not want that regret to become part of your future. That is why I am speaking to you now while the moment to choose wisely is still in front of you. You have come farther than you realize. The strength that has carried you through difficult seasons has been quietly growing within you for years. Every challenge that once seemed overwhelming was shaping your character and preparing your heart for the direction that lies ahead. Those experiences were not wasted, even when you felt tired and discouraged. There are people who believe that warnings are signs of weakness or negativity. They think that listening to caution slows down progress or prevents success. The truth is that wisdom often appears as warning before it becomes protection. When you listen carefully and adjust your path, you avoid mistakes that could have taken years to repair. Right now, your awareness is expanding, and you are beginning to see things with greater clarity. Situations that once seemed normal may now appear different when you look at them with open eyes. That clarity is a gift that will help you recognize where truth is guiding you. Do not ignore those insights when they appear within your heart. In the coming days, you may feel a stronger desire to separate yourself from certain influences. Some conversations may feel draining, and some environments may no longer bring you peace. These changes are not random feelings, but signals that your spirit is growing. When your awareness grows, it naturally seeks spaces where truth and peace can flourish. If you feel that my guidance is helping you recognize the difference between truth and distraction, write 1212 in the comments as a declaration of trust. Let that simple action remind you that faith is not only something you feel quietly inside, but something you express with courage. Your willingness to acknowledge your belief strengthens the path you are walking. Your life is filled with potential that is still unfolding. Even though you may sometimes feel uncertain about the future, I see the entire journey before you. I know the moments that will test your faith and the victories that will remind you why perseverance matters. Every step you take with awareness moves you closer to the future that has been prepared for you. There will be times when the world around you seems impatient. People may expect quick decisions or encourage you to follow paths that promise immediate reward. Yet many of those paths lead people away from their true purpose. I am teaching you to slow down long enough to recognize what truly aligns with the life I designed for you. Patience is one of the most powerful forms of wisdom you can practice. When you allow yourself time to reflect, you give truth the space it needs to become visible. Rush decisions often hide consequences that appear only after it is too late to change them. By listening carefully now, you are protecting your future from those unnecessary burdens. You may also notice that your confidence begins to grow as you continue to listen. That confidence does not come from pride or stubbornness, but from the peace that comes with clarity. When you know that you are walking in the right direction, fear loses much of its power over your mind. Your steps become steady because they are guided by truth. There were moments in your past when you questioned your own judgment. Perhaps you trusted the wrong people or followed advice that later proved harmful. Those experiences were painful, but they also taught you valuable lessons about discernment. Now, those lessons are helping you recognize when something deserves your attention and when something should be left behind. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Remember that every step forward does not have to be perfect. Growth is a process that unfolds through learning, reflection, and continued effort. What matters most is your willingness to remain attentive and open to guidance. When you stay connected to that awareness, you continue moving toward the future that holds greater peace. Your journey is not meant to be controlled by fear of failure, Fear can sometimes appear convincing, telling you that mistakes will ruin everything you have worked toward. The truth is that courage grows when you continue walking, even while uncertainty exists. The warning you hear today is helping you avoid unnecessary mistakes, so your courage can lead you towards success. As you move forward, you will begin to see how certain doors close, while others open in unexpected ways. These changes are not coincidences, but adjustments that keep you aligned with the purpose I placed within you. Some opportunities must disappear so better ones can take their place. Trust that what leaves your life now may be clearing the path for something greater. You may also find that your understanding of yourself begins to deepen. The strengths you once overlooked will become more visible, and the talents you doubted will begin to grow. I placed those abilities within you so they could influence the world around you in meaningful ways. When you protect your path now, those gifts will have the chance to flourish. In moments when you feel uncertain again, return to the quiet place where my voice first reached you. That stillness is where truth becomes clear and distractions lose their power. The more you practice listening, the easier it becomes to recognize the direction I am giving you. Clarity will continue to grow with each step you take. If you feel encouraged to remain faithful to the path that is unfolding before you, write 1717 inches the comments as a declaration of your commitment. Let that action remind you that faith is not only about belief, but also about perseverance. When you continue moving forward with trust, you strengthen the foundation of your future. The warning you received at the beginning of this moment is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken your awareness. I am reminding you that your life is too valuable to drift through without attention. Every decision you make has the power to shape the story that unfolds ahead. Listening now allows that story to become one of purpose instead of regret. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone on this journey. My presence remains near you, guiding your thoughts and protecting your steps, even when you cannot see the entire path. Each moment of attention you give to my voice strengthens the connection that leads you forward. That connection will continue to guide you through every season of your life. Stay attentive to the lessons unfolding around you. Notice how clarity begins to replace confusion and how peace slowly grows within your heart. These changes are signs that you are walking in alignment with the truth I am revealing to you. When you continue to listen, the path ahead will become brighter with each step you take. You have walked through seasons where confusion tried to settle over your mind like a heavy fog. There were times when you felt as if every direction looked the same and no path seemed clear. I watched those moments closely and never abandoned you in them. Even when you felt lost, my guidance was still gently steering your steps away from dangers you did not see. The fact that you are here listening now is proof that my protection has remained with you. The warning I give you today is also a reminder of how much your life matters. If your path had no purpose, there would be no need for protection or direction. But your life carries meaning far beyond what you have sometimes believed about yourself. I created you with a plan that includes growth, impact, and moments of joy that will surprise you when they arrive. That plan deserves your attention and your willingness to listen. There are moments ahead when your awareness will help you avoid decisions that once would have trapped you in unnecessary struggles. The clarity you are receiving right now will become a guide that helps you recognize truth quickly. You will notice when something aligns with peace and when something carries the weight of confusion. This awareness is one of the ways I protect those who choose to listen. You may already feel a shift happening inside you as these words settle in your heart. That shift is not simply emotion but understanding growing within your spirit. When understanding grows, it begins to influence the choices you make and the direction you follow. Those changes may seem small at first, but they eventually transform the entire course of a life. If you believe that my voice is guiding you toward a safer and stronger future, Write 10 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. Let that simple action become a reminder that you are choosing awareness over distraction. Each time you affirm your trust, your confidence in the path ahead becomes stronger. You have often wondered whether your efforts truly mattered when progress seemed slow. Some days you worked hard while feeling invisible, and other days you wondered whether anything was changing at all. Yet every moment of perseverance was shaping your character in ways you could not immediately see. Strength is often built quietly before it becomes visible. The warning you received earlier is connected to the responsibility that comes with the future I am preparing for you. A person who carries purpose must also carry wisdom, because the influence they will have requires careful decisions. If you move forward without listening, you could delay the very blessings you have been hoping to see. By paying attention now, you protect what is waiting for you ahead. You will soon begin to recognize patterns that once escaped your attention. Certain choices will reveal their consequences more clearly than before. Situations that once seemed harmless may now appear questionable when you look at them with open eyes. This growing discernment is part of the protection I am giving you. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. Do not be surprised if you start distancing yourself from influences that once seemed normal. Growth naturally changes the way you view the world around you. When your awareness rises, you become more careful about the environments and conversations that shape your thinking. That change is not isolation but preparation for the path ahead. Your journey will continue to include challenges, but those challenges will no longer feel meaningless. Each obstacle will become an opportunity for your faith and wisdom to grow stronger. Instead of being overwhelmed by uncertainty, you will approach difficulties with a clearer understanding of your direction. The awareness you are gaining now will guide you through those moments. There may also be times when people misunderstand the changes happening in your life. Some may question your decisions or assume that you are becoming distant. They may not realize that your focus is shifting toward a deeper purpose. Their misunderstanding does not mean you are on the wrong path. True growth sometimes requires stepping away from familiar patterns so new possibilities can appear. The warning you heard earlier is helping you recognize which patterns should remain and which should be left behind. That understanding protects you from repeating cycles that once slowed your progress. It creates space for something better to unfold. As you continue forward, you will also notice that peace begins to replace the anxiety that once followed certain decisions. That peace is not accidental but a confirmation that you are listening carefully. When your choices align with truth, your heart experiences a calm confidence that fear cannot easily disturb. This peace will become a steady companion on your journey. If you feel that this peace is beginning to grow within your heart, write 15 inches, the comments as a declaration of trust. Let it remind you that every step taken with awareness strengthens the future you are building. Faith grows stronger when it is expressed with courage. Your story is still unfolding, and the pages ahead hold experiences that will remind you why perseverance mattered. Moments of joy, connection, and purpose are waiting beyond the struggles you have already faced. I am guiding you carefully so those moments can appear at the right time. The warning you heard earlier is protecting the path that leads to them. Even when life feels uncertain again, remember the clarity that reached you today. Return to the quiet awareness that allowed you to hear my voice. In that place of reflection, distractions lose their power, and truth becomes easier to recognize. The more often you return to that stillness, the stronger your discernment will become. You are not expected to understand every detail of the future right now. Growth unfolds gradually, revealing each step when the time is right. My guidance will continue to lead you forward as long as you remain willing to listen. Every decision made with awareness moves you closer to the life that has been prepared for you. Your past does not define the limits of what you can become. Mistakes and struggles were chapters that shaped your understanding, not barriers that determine your future. The path ahead contains opportunities for renewal that are greater than the difficulties behind you. Listening now allows those opportunities to appear more clearly. Continue paying attention to the direction unfolding around you. Notice how certain ideas bring peace while others create confusion. That difference will help you choose wisely when decisions appear. The warning you heard at the beginning of this journey is still guiding you toward a better outcome. Stay attentive, remain patient, and trust the guidance that is reaching you. The choices you make from this moment forward will shape the story that unfolds ahead. When you listen carefully and act with wisdom, you protect yourself from the regret that comes from ignoring truth. Your future is still being written, and every step you take with faith leads you closer to the life prepared for you. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer than they were before. Situations that once confused you may now appear simple when you look at them carefully. That clarity is not accidental, but the result of your willingness to listen. When truth reaches the heart, it has the power to illuminate every corner of a person's understanding. This is how wisdom begins to grow inside a life. There were times in your past when you ignored small warnings and later wished you had listened more carefully. Those memories may still carry a quiet ache when you think about them. Yet even those experiences have value because they taught you how important it is to recognize guidance when it appears. The lessons from those moments are helping you respond differently now. Instead of repeating the same mistakes, you are choosing awareness. The path you are walking is becoming stronger because you are paying attention. Each moment of reflection builds a foundation of wisdom beneath your decisions. That foundation will support you when life presents challenges that require courage and patience. You will not be standing on uncertainty, but on understanding that has grown over time. When you build your life on wisdom, storms lose their power to destroy what you have created. If you feel that your awareness is growing stronger with each step you take, write 2 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing wisdom over distraction. Let it be a reminder that the direction of your life is shaped by the attention you give to truth. Each time you affirm your commitment, your confidence in the path ahead becomes stronger. The warning that reached you earlier was not meant to hold you back, but to prepare you for what is coming next. Preparation is one of the greatest gifts a person can receive before entering a new season of life. When you are prepared, you recognize opportunities that others overlook. You also avoid traps that once might have slowed your progress. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet, so click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You will soon begin to notice how certain opportunities appear at moments when you are ready to recognize them. These moments are not coincidences, but the result of the preparation taking place within your life. When awareness and opportunity meet, transformation becomes possible. The choices you make in those moments will shape the chapters that follow. There will also be times when patience becomes your greatest strength. Some opportunities will require you to wait instead of rushing forward. Waiting can feel uncomfortable because the world around you often values speed more than wisdom. Yet patience allows truth to reveal itself before decisions are made. In the quiet moments of waiting, you will begin to see things that once remained hidden. Motives become clearer, intentions reveal themselves, and the true direction of a situation becomes easier to recognize. Those insights protect you from making decisions that could lead to regret. Patience becomes a shield that guards your future. Your life carries influence that extends beyond what you can see today. The choices you make will affect not only your own path, but also the lives of people who will one day cross your journey. That is why wisdom is so important in this season. When your decisions are guided by awareness, the impact of your life becomes a source of light for others. If you believe that your life is being guided toward a purpose greater than your past struggles, write 1919 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. Let it remind you that every step taken with trust strengthens the path you are walking. Faith expressed with courage becomes a powerful force for transformation. You may also begin to recognize that certain fears which once controlled your thinking are slowly losing their power. Fear often thrives in confusion, but clarity weakens its influence. As your understanding grows, the voice of fear becomes quieter. Confidence begins to replace hesitation. Confidence does not mean believing that challenges will never appear again. Instead, it means knowing that you are capable of facing them with wisdom and strength. The awareness you are gaining now will continue guiding you through situations that once would have felt overwhelming. Each lesson you learn strengthens your ability to move forward with courage. There will be moments ahead when your faith will be tested. Circumstances may arise that attempt to distract you from the clarity you have received. In those moments, remember the truth that reached your heart today. That truth will remain steady even when everything around you feels uncertain. Return to the quiet place within your heart where reflection brings understanding. In that stillness, you will hear the guidance that continues to direct your steps. The more often you return to that place, the easier it becomes to recognize the path meant for you. Wisdom grows stronger each time you choose to listen. You have not come this far only to lose direction now. Every experience that shaped your journey has been preparing you for the future that lies ahead. The warning you received earlier was one more step in that preparation. It was a moment meant to protect the progress you have already made. As you move forward, you will begin to see how certain doors close while others quietly open. The closing doors are not signs of loss, but signals that your path is changing. New opportunities cannot appear while old patterns continue to hold your attention. Letting go of what no longer serves you allows better possibilities to unfold. Your life is moving toward a season where purpose becomes clearer and confidence becomes stronger. You will discover strengths within yourself that once remained hidden. Those strengths will help you accomplish things that once seemed impossible. The journey ahead is filled with possibilities waiting to be revealed. Remember that guidance will continue to reach you whenever you pause long enough to listen. Awareness is not a single moment, but a way of living that grows stronger with practice. Each time you choose reflection over distraction, you strengthen your connection with truth. That connection will continue to guide you through every season of your life. You are not walking through this journey alone. My presence remains near you, quietly directing your steps and protecting your future. Even when you cannot see the entire path ahead, I see it clearly. Trust that the guidance you receive today will continue leading you toward a future filled with purpose and peace. You have already come through many experiences that tried to break your confidence. There were moments when disappointment tried to convince you that your efforts were meaningless. Yet even during those moments, Something inside you refused to give up completely. That quiet strength inside you was never accidental, because I placed it there so you could continue walking forward even when the road felt heavy. The warning you received earlier was not meant to create fear, but to awaken wisdom. Fear weakens a person, but wisdom strengthens them. When you understand the purpose of a warning, you realize it is an act of protection. I speak to you in this way because your life holds value that must be guarded carefully. Many people spend years learning lessons that could have been understood much sooner if they had listened carefully. They repeat patterns, return to the same mistakes, and only later recognize the signs that tried to guide them in a better direction. I do not want you to carry that kind of regret. That is why I continue speaking clearly, while the opportunity to choose wisely is still present. You will notice that the more you reflect on what you are hearing, the more clarity begins to appear around your decisions. Clarity does not always arrive loudly, but it quietly settles in your thoughts until truth becomes easier to recognize. When your mind becomes calm and attentive, wisdom has space to grow. That growth will influence the way you respond to situations that once confused you. If you feel that your understanding is becoming stronger and your direction clearer, write 5 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing wisdom today. Let it remind you that awareness is the beginning of transformation. Each time you acknowledge the guidance you receive, your confidence in the path ahead becomes stronger. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening, but the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The future you are moving toward requires a level of wisdom that your past experiences have been preparing you to carry. Every challenge you faced added something to your understanding. Those lessons were shaping your judgment so that when important decisions appeared, you would be ready to recognize them. The warning you heard earlier is another step in that preparation. There will soon be moments when your discernment helps you avoid situations that once might have seemed appealing. You will see beyond appearances and recognize the deeper truth within certain choices. That ability will protect you from unnecessary struggles. Wisdom often reveals itself in the ability to walk away from what once seemed attractive. You may also notice that your patience is growing stronger. Patience allows you to pause long enough to observe what is really happening around you. When you wait with awareness, truth has time to reveal itself. Rushed decisions rarely bring peace, but thoughtful reflection often leads to clarity. In the coming days, certain conversations or opportunities may challenge your understanding. You may feel pressure from others to move quickly or follow directions that do not feel right within your heart. When that happens, remember the clarity you have received today. The wisdom placed inside you will help you recognize the difference between guidance and distraction. Your life carries influence that reaches further than you realize. The decisions you make will affect people who cross your path in the future. When your choices are guided by wisdom, the influence of your life becomes a source of encouragement and strength for others. That is one of the reasons your path is being protected so carefully. If you believe that your life is being guided toward a purpose greater than what you once imagined, write 17 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. Let that simple expression remind you that your journey is not random. Each step forward is part of a larger story unfolding in your life. There will still be moments when uncertainty appears. Every journey contains questions that cannot be answered immediately. Yet uncertainty does not have to become fear. When you remember the clarity you received today, you will recognize that guidance continues to walk with you even when the full picture is not visible. Return often to the quiet place within your heart where reflection brings peace. That stillness is where wisdom grows strongest. The world around you may move quickly, but truth often speaks softly. When you slow down long enough to listen, you hear the direction that leads you forward. Your past experiences have already shown you that ignoring small warnings often leads to larger consequences later. That understanding is one of the reasons you are able to recognize the importance of this moment now. Instead of dismissing guidance, you are choosing to pay attention. That decision will protect your future in ways you may not fully see yet. The path ahead of you holds opportunities that are still waiting for the right moment to appear. Those opportunities require the kind of awareness you are developing now. When they arrive, you will be ready to recognize them because your understanding has grown. Preparation always comes before the next chapter begins. As you continue forward, you will see how certain patterns from your past begin to lose their hold on your life. Habits that once controlled your thinking will slowly fade as wisdom replaces them. Growth often happens quietly, but its results become visible over time. The awareness you are practicing now will continue shaping your future. You are not expected to understand every detail of the road ahead today. Life reveals its direction step by step. What matters most is your willingness to remain attentive and open to guidance. When you continue listening, each step becomes clearer than the last. Remember that the warning you received earlier was an act of care. I spoke because I see the path ahead more clearly than you can right now. My desire is to protect you from unnecessary regret and guide you toward a future filled with purpose. When you trust that guidance, your journey becomes steadier. Stay attentive to the direction unfolding around you. Notice how clarity continues to replace confusion as you reflect on what you have heard. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to recognize the steps meant for you. Awareness will continue to guide your decisions. You may already feel that something inside you has begun to shift. That shift is the beginning of a deeper understanding that your life carries meaning beyond ordinary routines. For a long time, you may have felt that you were simply moving from one day to another without clear direction. Yet even during those seasons, I was guiding you through experiences that were shaping your perspective. Those lessons are now becoming the foundation of the wisdom you are gaining. There were moments in your past when you wished someone had warned you sooner about certain choices. Perhaps you trusted people who did not deserve that trust, or followed paths that later brought disappointment. Those experiences may still carry memories of pain or frustration, yet even those moments were not wasted because they taught you how important it is to listen when guidance appears. The warning you heard earlier was not meant to remind you of past mistakes, but to protect the future that lies ahead. Your life is not defined by what happened before this moment. What truly shapes your future is the attention you give to wisdom now. When you choose awareness instead of distraction, you begin creating a different path. You will soon notice that your thoughts become more focused when you take time to reflect. Reflection gives your mind the space it needs to see clearly. Without reflection, decisions are often shaped by emotion or pressure from others. With reflection, your choices become stronger and more aligned with truth. If you feel that this moment is helping you see your life with greater clarity, write 777 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing awareness. Let that simple action remind you that wisdom grows each time you pause long enough to listen. Every step guided by reflection brings you closer to a stronger future. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Your journey is entering a season where patience will become one of your greatest strengths. The world around you often celebrates speed and immediate results. Yet many of the most meaningful achievements require time and steady effort. When you practice patience, you allow the right opportunities to reveal themselves at the right moment. You may also begin to notice how certain influences around you lose their power as your awareness grows. Conversations that once seemed persuasive may now appear shallow when you examine them carefully. Advice that once sounded convincing may now reveal its weaknesses. This change is a sign that your understanding is becoming stronger,